trunk, stay ever ready. Assault and battery, if you scared, you never ready.
Get in your car real quick, man. Yeah.
That's going back in the day. How you doing, buddy? Good. You were here last night, weren't you? Were you here last night?
Just want to say it's about it.
Thank you. Good times.
And her opponent from Boston, Massachusetts, Sasha Banks.
Okay, this video is going to be about WrestleMania 29, me meeting The Undertaker. You guys just saw the clip, but there's a pretty big backstory to how those 30 seconds really came about, and I'll just go over it real quick for you. Everyone knows the story about the access tickets. It was a big hassle, it was a big problem, and what happened was, out of the blue, I got a message from Nightmare 10, Nightmare 88, who you guys seen in a lot of the Day in the Life of videos, and what happened is he said, hey, if I get an Undertaker ticket, I'll be glad to give it to you. And, you know, me taking it as such a small thing, I'm like, you know, thank you for the kind gesture, and that's it. Next thing you know, 5 minutes later, OMG, I think I might even have the tweet with me. Like, I'm pretty sure I saved that moment, because it was just such a mind-boggling thing. He got an Undertaker ticket on his first try, and here I was trying for days to get that one ticket. And then he sends me a PM, and he's like, listen, like I promised I'd give you the ticket, and, you know, I'm going to stick to my word. And I'm like, listen, you got an Undertaker ticket. I'm like, maybe think about it a little bit. Maybe if you want to sell it, maybe you want to actually meet the Undertaker. Because to me, at that point, I was fine with it. I'm like, listen, I'm Undertaker, whatever. It's just, I pretty much wanted to get the figure signed. But I wanted to go to ROH, which was pretty much at the same time, to go to Hammerstein Ballroom, where a lot of the people from the internet, YouTube, were going to. So either way, I wouldn't have minded at all if I would have went to Hammerstein, which has been always one of the things I've wanted to do as a wrestling fan. And he said, no, it's okay, you know, just, and I'm like, think about it. I'm like, WrestleMania is still like 4 months away. So he said, okay. And then, you know, he never changed his mind. And then one day he was telling me that he was looking for a place to stay. And I told him, like, how about I give you, you know, a little bit extra for the Undertaker ticket, and then you can stay with me. We made the deal, and he gave me the Undertaker ticket. Let's talk about the day of now. I got to the Izod Center with Brian Falcone, and the lineup was huge. It literally wrapped around the whole building to get in. This is for GA people, but I had a VIP, so they let me in, and I get into the line. And how it worked is there's the entrance, and it would wrap around once, and then twice, 3 times, 4 times, and I'm right in the back of the 4th. What happened then is I'm like, you know, this is going to take a long time, because there was at least like 70 people in front of me. And so I, you know, whatever. They're doing construction, and I don't know if you heard that, but okay. Yeah, just lost my train of thought there. What was I saying? Yeah, okay, so anyway, so I'm there, 70 people are in front of me and whatnot. Who comes behind me is Mr. Brock Lesnar guy himself, and same shirt, same thing. I don't know if this guy has one shirt or one of hundreds of one shirt. He comes in, and he looks on his phone, like I knew he was going to tweet something. He's like, has his phone in his hand, he's looking for I don't know what, and he tweets, in the Undertaker VIP line, any of my followers in line, question mark, question mark. And, you know, he's still looking, and I knew this guy was trying to be like, you know, if I get someone in the front, maybe I can butt in. And I tweeted him, and I said, just saw at Brock Lesnar guy get in the Undertaker line, hashtag mark out. He's looking, then I see him, like, react to that, and then he's, like, looking to see who it is, and I'm looking from, like, the back. And next thing I know is I see a little kid in front of me, 2 rows up, and he's staring at me, and I look at him, and he's looking at me, and we're literally eye and eye each other. And he waves at me. He's like, come here. And I'm like, me? And he's like, yeah. And then I walk over, and he's like, hey, man, I watch your videos. You know, you're awesome, all this. I'm like, oh, thank you. And then I was so relieved. I'm like, damn, like I just butt at least 60 people, and which leaves only about 30. Or no, I may not 60, maybe about 40 people. And there's only 30. I counted, there were literally 30 people ahead of me. So I was really relieved for that, and we get in line. and we're just talking about the filming, and I said, listen, like, I need to get this on film, so if anything, just say we're related and you want to get footage of me meeting the Undertaker, because, you know, brown people, hey, we're all related. So with film, I'm filming him first, and what he did is he had this Undertaker 20-0 figure tucked in his armpit like this, and he had a t-shirt. So he signed the t-shirt, and he's like, oh, do you mind signing this also? And he just, and Taker looks at his manager, and he just signs it for him. And here, I didn't show it on camera, but my eyes were like, oh my God. So I'm filming with my left hand, and with my right hand, I'm trying to unzip my bag so I can get my encyclopedia out. But, you know, I wasn't able to. And then he just took the camera, and Taker's like, oh, weren't you here yesterday? And I'm like, no. And he's like, oh, I thought I saw you here yesterday. And I'm like, I guess a lot of people look like me. And I just started telling him, you know, marking out, you know, I've been watching you since I was, you know, 5 years old. You're awesome. You're this. And you love your match with Steve Austin. And he didn't say anything. So then I kind of, you know, I look into the camera. I look away. You can see from the video. It was like one of that awkward silence. And he was like, what did he say? No, he said, I appreciate that or something. And I'm like, and then I started telling him about Steve Austin, how, you know, the odd matches were awesome, the Buried Alive match. And he's like, good times with my brother. And in my head, I'm like, oh my God, he just called me brother. And then we took the picture, and I was off. But that was the story of me meeting Undertaker. I went backstage after that, but it was quite a surreal moment. And just to know that the 1 of 100 is finally signed after so many years of just waiting and hoping that maybe one day I'll meet Undertaker in my high school gym, but now I don't have to worry about that. And actually, it might still happen. But I'm happy to get that out of the way finally. I still think it's surreal anyway, but it was like, damn, I just met the Undertaker. But that's all, and I'll see you guys in the next video.